Hello everybody, this is Count Christo and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, I said 3, given the way this game feels with Black Ice. Hearts of Iron 4, the Black Ice campaign. Let's do this thing. I'm going to try and make some serious time progress in this episode. See what we can do to really get through some things, see if we can get Austria under our boot. And almost certainly send some men over to the Iberian Peninsula. We need some more... what do they need, sorry? Heavy machine guns and mortar teams. Let's prioritise their reinforcement. I thought we were fine on heavy machine guns. Mortar teams, very much not fine. Alright, Goering's 4-year plan. Okay. Adolf Hitler has initiated a new plan. Oh, we have caused Allied anger too. For entering the Rhineland? Come on. It's our own backyard. Okay, so we Goering gains control of the economy, or we'll do it alone. I think we let him gain control of the economy, and then fire him anyway. It's possible if we fire him, we can't use his plan. In which case, I think we'll just say, oh well. Because, I mean, you are going to be fired, Goering. Why can't I do Wunderwaffe? Oh, it requires rocketry as well. Okay, and rocketry requires synthetic resources and Luftwaffe expansion. So we can't get... why would you do this? To allow you to do this and get a bunch of free synthetic refineries. Still, that seems pretty costly. It's possible we should not go down this tree, because that is expensive. And you can't do it for ages. Alright, well, next up, we could ally with Italy. Ooh, you can promote Rommel to Field Marshal. Cool, which presumably doesn't kill his traits, I have to imagine. One research bonus for Schwerpunkt, and one for Blitzkrieg, and one for Armored Spearhead. Ah, are those specific traits here? So Schwerpunkt is this one? No, this one. Okay, so you want to do that focus before we get down here. So maybe we should start doing this stuff, so we can get those bonuses before we end up being too late. Plus the extra army experience would be nice. I would like to do some Reichsautobahn. It's only 21 days. Let's do that now. Get some decent roads in this nation of ours. Okay. I really hope firing Goering isn't gonna break it, but Goering, you are fired. We're gonna get a fascist sympathetic judge instead. Hasn't got rid of it yet. Good. We needed you to retire from the private life, Goering, just to focus on your economic plan. Okay, that helped with our death of General Weaver. Chief of Staff of the Luftwaffe has died. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, is this a close air support plane? No. This is I mean, it can do that, but... Equals competitor to the BF 90. Oh, this is a fighter. Okay. It's just that fighters can do all the other missions, which makes a whole lot of sense. Because obviously a fighter can attack a boat, it's just not very good at it. Well, I mean, a really good fighter would be okay at it, I guess, but... Are they better? They're way more expensive. Lower agility. Higher range by like crazy, though. It's possible we might want to use these Hinkles. Oh, God. I forgot about the Navy. I forgot to do any naval production stuff. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. Let's invent recon equipment so that we can spend longer getting good production efficiency on it. Right, outdated equipment in production, which is these fighters. Bump that. And the next couple of factories should all go towards better fighters. Excellent. Now, let's take a look at the naval production. Good lord. You can only put 6 dockyards on any one thing in this mod, which is an interesting change. So we'll do the standard thing. We're just going to do this. The reason you do this, the reason that you do this is so that once the factories are finished on the first ones, they just divert down the line onto all the other ones. And we'll just let them all auto-deploy, and then when we're told that. Okay, so when we're told we have spare factories, we'll review the situation. We have trained army command, so because we have more than 2,000 pieces of HQ equipment. Let's see if it's true. Nope, we have 1,000 pieces, so I guess we have 1,000 in the field? Nope. More than 2,000 pieces. Excuse me, game? I have 1,000. 1,250 if you count those in the field. Anyway, that gives us trained army command. Cool. There's one tier above that, so we're going to keep producing lots of stuff. But that's nice. That gives us better... oh, no, there it is. Between 1,000 and 10,000. It's just that the event pop-up is wrong. Are we going to bother building 10,000? I think we will. Let's build 10,000. Let's have, like, stupidly good, army headquarters. Extra oil? 70-day focus. But yeah, that seems pretty good. And it will lead us into the civilian industry stuff later on. Yeah, let's get some 20 oil and a whole bunch of steel. Seems pretty useful. Free trade, is that something that we should consider? Lower factory output. Drift towards conservatism seems bad. Production efficiency growth's nice. Production efficiency cap. Whoa. Production efficiency cap goes up by 13% if you make this switch. Oh, but you can't have free trade if you're fascist. Okay. But we could have export focus. Nope. You can only have limited exports if you're fascist. That's silly. Why would that be the case? Fascists believe in a state-controlled economy, but you're allowed to trade with other people, surely, aren't you? Maybe I'm wrong. Whoa, we have negative political power? How'd that happen? Did this event give us negative political power without me noticing? How did that happen? I didn't accidentally change our law or something, did I? No. We could also nationalise, get a centrally planned economy going. Which would again hurt our production efficiency cap. I think we'll consider that later, but for now, I'm okay. Slemmings KOs Lewis. Big fight in New York. It's fine. I can't say I care, I'm afraid. Why did we get negative political power? Someone tell me in the comments. I'm sure you all spotted it and I'm just being an idiot. Oh hey, we have a rocket site. Haha. Cool, look at it. Look at it. Oh, whoops. That's so cool. I like that. Should we fire a rocket at Warsaw? Not yet, obviously. Okay. Spanish Civil War. So yeah, Nationalist Spain gets this ridiculous thing. Yeah. Nationalistic desperate defense. Plus 85% division defense on core territory. And they don't get anything of the kind. That's stupid OP. Anyhow. Hey nationalists. Can we send one volunteer? Have one of these guys. Guderian is going to come over. Nationalist Spain has refused... Excuse me? No. That's better. These are partisans, by the way. Both sides get partisans from the other side rising up during the war. Dockyards 1 has been finished. Cool. It's and dispersed industry. Cool. Could go straight onto dispersed industry 2. And indeed, I think I will. Even though it's ahead of time, with all the extra research slots, getting an extra, 12% factory and dockyard output is so good. So I'm going to rush that. Now, we're not using heavy fighters, so we're not going to build bombers. We could do with, truck workshops and tank workshops for sure. Start with tanks. Okay. What has a red thing on it? Ah, yes, you guys have a plan. It's fine. You get that. Can you send one over right now? We're going to be able to send some more proof. The Turkish Straits question. The zone around the Bosphorus and the Dardanelles has been demilitarized. That's the Bosphorus is this, and this is the Dardanelles, by the way. It's been demilitarized. Yeah, it's an important region, may not fall into the wrong hands in its current state. It's better to let the Turks have full sovereignty. Okay. Did it actually do anything? I don't know what that did. Oh, here he is! Ataturk, the man himself. Cool. Founder of the modern Turkish state. Who is currently turning in his grave. But let's not get into current Turkish politics. Now, cav divisions I found quite helpful in my Japanese campaign. But I think, as Germany, our light tanks will basically be taking the place of cav. So, I think I'm going to delete this guy. I don't think we need cav. I think we'll... Yeah. The role that would be performed by cav in my Japanese campaign, we've shown our best side to the world, will... it's suitable to be taken by light tanks. We don't need to add a bunch of forts, not for a while. None of that seems at all useful. Neither does this. Those also seem unnecessary. I don't think we're going to do any of these focuses, really. Maybe one little bit of west wall later, but for now... Any reason to sign a anti-Comintern pact? Not really. Let's do the army one. Okay, our first new deployed division. And in fact, whenever you get a new division, just do me a favour and stick it straight in here. We don't need to have all these guys training at once. That was just to show me what the deficits would be. So let's adjust it to something more reasonable. Okay, I think we have enough panzers for a new panzer division. Yes? Yes, we do. Nice. Just give me one more of those, please. Navy size has risen to average. Excellent. Which is going to give us no bonuses, but it removes a debuff that we had previously. Very glad that we still have Goering, even though we've actually fired the man. Unassigned divisions, yeah. Oh, could you not? Auto-assign to this. Thank you. Okay, Spanish volunteer has arrived. See what we can do to rush in here. Seize Bilbao. There are... oh yes, forts have changed. Forts can now go up to level 12, and each level of fort gives a 40% penalty, which is crazy. The construction stock cost, however, is base now. It's no longer 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. It's just 950. Sorry, 9,500. 9,500. Stupid high. You can also build pillboxes, which are like one tier of fort, but you can never build them higher than level 1, and it is as good as a fort. But these land forts, they're crazy, crazy expensive. But basically, if you attack right here, right now, that's a 480% attack penalty. And for some reason, Spain is freaking covered in forts. So taking Madrid with 6 level 1 forts, sorry, 6 standard forts, it's almost freaking impossible. So we'll see what we can do to do it, even though it is freaking tricky. I think rushing into Bilbao before they can reinforce it with some guys over here, because Bilbao has forts. Only 2 though. So probably worthwhile. But we don't need to worry about the rest of the pocket. Let's. These are some nationalist partisans. As you can see, partisans have 2 somethings. I assume partisan divisions, and they're really, really terrible. Partisan divisions are almost entirely worthless. Hans-Guderian's going to get plenty of experience down here. Hindenburg Cross is nice. Iron Cross is nice. Yeah, he's really good. Let's let our guys recover some organisation. And then we'll press in here. What are we listening to right now? This sounds nice. This is European Universalis 3. Oh, it doesn't have a breakdown. Hey, army size has got up to average. Nice. Helps our training and our land doctrine research. Okay, killed him. See what we can do to drive them back here. Crossing rivers takes a really long time, so let's just redeploy down here and then recover org. Seems fine to me. Okay, obviously excess of that. Missing some chromium. Probably a boat just started construction which requires chromium. Am I correct? I'm correct. This is a CA, which is a medium equivalent of a heavy cruiser. CA. What is a CA? CA. I'm blind. There it is. Heavy cruiser. Yes, that's right. Good. So yeah, heavy cruisers take a bit of chromium. That's fine. We'll do some short-term importing of chromium. Wehrmacht done. Still can't do these. We're up to getting there on men in the field. We'll soon be able to Anschluss. Should be nice. Let's do this. Don't know. Do we need to do that? Is there no treaty with the USSR focus? Maybe it's all bound up into this one. I mean, like a tank bonus. Maybe that was ahistorical and they've removed it. We need to do this one before we do this research. But we got 160, got 220 days or so until that, so plenty of time, plenty of time. Sure, give me some extra factories for the Kriegsmarine. That seems useful. Shall I do this instead? Yeah, give me some more dockyards. We don't have very many of those. 10, in fact, so worthwhile to get some more of those. Mobilization laws are different, by the way. We're currently on partial. Can't go to war economy at all until there's 50% world tension. So, no chance of raising that. We could lower it, which would give us faster civilian construction. Wait. Is early more than partial? No. No. It's not. Okay. But that one, this one has no conversion benefits. Okay. Interesting. Conversion disbenefits, sorry, really. Because realistically, you're only going to convert military to civilian. Sorry, you're only going to convert civilian to military. Okay, ready for the attack here. We're going to absolutely demolish them because our panzers are glorious. Let's just compare them to our infantry. About the same soft attack, but way higher breakthrough. Way higher. And of course they're armoured, which means we're going to absolutely punch through these Spaniards here. We just gained 30 experience. No, that's not a focus. Let's take Toledo. It's got a fort and it's empty, so now is a golden opportunity to rush in. Toledo's further south than Madrid than that, isn't it? HOI4, you've lied to me. Overrun him. Nice. We're so fast. It's glorious. What's the base speed of this thing? 6. Nice. So we can absolutely romp around the countryside, which is good practice for Guderian for his Belgian push. Look at that. It's absolutely brilliant. Right, quick encirclement of Madrid here. Let's take this tile. This tile is a level 6 fort tile, so very good to have that taken early. But yeah, you see, if we try and attack here, look at that thing. Look at that thing. With full planning, we might be able to do some damage, but really, there's no future in attacking Madrid right now. These guys, however, we can take absolutely no problem. Anywhere other than one of their fort tiles, we're fine. Looks like the Nationalists are absolutely going to stomp over here. Okay, a bunch more. Let's have a look. Show me the divisions we deployed earlier. Yeah, so they all went down to trained recruits tier. And these are just basic infantry divisions, yes? Yeah. Why? I don't know why I'd ever do this, except to get all these... And they're not even giving them the right names. Or are they somewhere else? No, they haven't been given special names or anything. So, no. There's no need. Yeah, truck workshops. So, let's get some workshops going. I'd like 2 tiers of tank workshops. And what else are we missing right now? No trucks. Munitions we don't need to build, because munitions give a bonus to combat effectiveness, so there's no point building them early. What you want to build early are the ones that decrease production cost. Let's get some more light aircraft factories as well. Although prioritise ongoing civilian construction. Yeah, good. Okay, overrun this guy. There he goes. Let's see if we can get this guy too. Getting a little bit of experience out of this. Not much because we're winning the battle so quickly, but that's okay. Double back on him. Yep, and he retreats over here, and we get him. Might as well fight this guy since he's a better fight. Let's go speed 3. Still crushing it, even at speed 3. We will send volunteers to Japan. Normally, when playing Germany in HOI, I would send volunteers to China. Because it's a harder fight. In fact, yeah, go on. We don't have to be perfectly historical. Let's try and help China win the war. This is a fort here, fort tile, so if we don't get there ahead of them, we will not win that fight. No, back it out, okay. Let's get around him. Kriegsmarine Commando, OKM. The Anglo-Naval Agreement allows us to expand our naval greatly. We should spare no effort in doing so. The Anglo-German Naval Agreement, incidentally, was a relaxing of the Treaty of Versailles that England allowed in order to grant Germany the right to build, I think it was 1/3 as many ships as Britain had. It was something like that. They were allowed to have a few more ships. Previously, they were extraordinarily limited in how many ships they could have. But the Germans used that as an excuse to basically completely ignore the earlier treaty and just build as many ships as they felt like, basically. As soon as they were allowed to rearm a bit, you know, it was a situation of give an inch, they'll take a mile. I think it was 1/3. They were allowed 1/3 as many heavy ships, capital ships, as the British had. I'm trying to remember history lessons that were quite a while ago now. God, when would that have been? Like GCSE or something? Extraordinarily long time ago these days. It's extraordinarily long time, so 5 years or something, but still. Let's overrun these guys. Well, they're calves, so we probably won't overrun them. Oh, but we will. I wonder why they're so slow. Don't know. Oh, under attack. Easy win, though. All these cities have these, There's a cat at my window. Hello. It's not my cat. When I say my cat, I don't have a cat. It's not my sister's cat. I have a window directly above my screen, so when it's pop up, the IRA has raided the magazine fort in Dublin. Good for them. No leaving the city. You're under house arrest. Recon equipment 2, cool. Let's invent combat engineers. I think we will want those in our infantry, and it's time to upgrade the recon infantry equipment that we're using. Stay in your city. Alright, and we will leave them to it. Hopefully the nationalists will encircle them. See if we can kill these guys. They've got a fort? Yeah, okay. We can't kill those guys. Let's go up here where there's actually, you know, fighting to be done. Rather than just, you know, grinding against forts. See, how did you win that? I don't really understand. Because if we'd attacked, we'd have had 0 attack. I guess they had like 0.0 something attack, and yet still managed to eventually grind their way through. Would you, excuse me, attack, please? Can't move into entry strategy and strategic redeployment. Yeah, well, if you give an attack order, then assume I don't want you in strategic redeployment. Seems reasonable to me. Level 6 fort here. If we take it free, no, darn it, no need. If it's not even going to name the divisions or anything, like in HOI4 Black Ice, it gave them special symbols and things, but even then, I didn't think it was worth it. Do not let them retake Valencia. No, stay there. Mustn't allow them to retake Valencia because that's a fort tile. Fighting over fort tiles is a fool's errand. See if we can get around these guys. Don't kill him for a second. We're gonna overrun him. Yep, I think we'll get there first and destroy him. Nice. Getting a little bit of army experience out of this. These tanks are getting trained up a bit. Not much, but we're just going to keep going where the fighting is. It's just delete his orders. We can just manually do this. It's fine. Tool maintenance. Good. Now, in this mod, unlike in others, maybe there's a case for equipment conversion. Maybe. When we start building better tanks. Look at that. Look at it. All those red bits are not because we just lost production efficiency. It's because the cap just got a hell of a lot higher. There might be a case to start when we start building better panzers to convert them from the earlier ones. Although I don't know, can you convert Panzer IIs into Panzer IIIs? Interesting question. They're mediums compared to lights. So maybe not. Let's invent medium tanks. Do we want these or these? Yes, considering this one is a prototype, why don't we go straight to these ones? Seems good. Industry-wise, I would like some artillery workshops, please. Well, I think we might already have some artillery workshops. Yeah, we have level 4. It's pretty good. Go into Alcante. Alicante? Not sure. Haven't spent nearly as much time in Spain as some other European countries, so I'm much less good at Spanish pronunciation. Economy Minister. We could get Goering back. He does give less factory output, but not as much. We could get a war industrialist. He seems good. Oh, he seems really... Yeah, okay. Unless one of these is going to be spectacular. I think... What? He's so overpowered. Okay, yeah, we'll have him. 10 production efficiency cap from an advisor. That's insane. Yeah, you're not going to break them there. Let's go and circle him. 10 production efficiency cap. That's insane. If you haven't played this game that much, you won't understand my excitement. But 10 production efficiency, that's as good as like a whole tier of industry research. That's stupid good. And don't worry, I'm not complaining. Putting on a plan just to give it a little bit of extra bonus. See if we can get in here, take these guys out. I think they just had some partisans rise up in Barcelona. So that might be the end for the Republicans. Right, like aircraft factory level 2, nice. Although I think we want it still higher. Give me another two light aircraft factories. We're going to build a lot of close air support. We are short oil and chromium. More expensive ships coming into production, I have to imagine. Managing to pull out 3 attack, which is a lot better than their 0, so eventually we'll be able to push through here. Of course, Madrid hasn't fallen yet, even if Barcelona has, because darn fort and all that stuff. Okay. Pushing in there. Not too bad now. Mercia falls. Glory be. Let's increase the size of our infantry divisions. 3 artillery, 1 anti-tank seems like enough to me. So maybe we should just fill the rest out with infantry. We can't. It's not going to actually fit very well. We could do this though. It's a lot of support of soft attack you get out of this artillery. Very low organisation on this division. Anything in here we can get to give... Oh, we can put another SS. Yeah, I think that's broken. The idea that you can use SS and normal. So let's not do that. Constant battalion, does that give org? No. Anything else in here that's going to give organisation? We are going to get a bunch more tech that gives org, though. What was the organisation on this thing before? Oh, it was only 19 to begin with. Okay, yeah, this is doable. Let's put a bunch of, yeah, a bunch more artillery and some infantry. We're going to be an artillery-heavy army. And yeah, of course, we can't afford this, but we'll be able to afford it by the time the war starts, so done. Okay, marvellous. And in terms of support companies, how much army switch? 16. I could do with... I think this is heavy artillery. Yeah. Lot of soft attack from that heavy artillery. Lot of defence from the coastal battery, interestingly enough. Coastal batteries are expensive, though. No, less expensive than heavy artillery. I'd like just a standard reconnaissance battalion, please. That extra movement seems really nice. And yeah, let's put some heavy artillery in there. Slowing us down a bit, but for that's only 8 pieces of artillery. These things are freaking big. That's a lot of soft attack. The idea of putting coastal batteries. Oh, that's right. They kill your movement, so you can't use those in normal ones. Okay. Let's put some heavy artillery in this baby. Why do I have motorized? That seems odd. Which was that? Corpse artillery. Oh no, it's horse artillery. Horse transport, that's fine. I thought that was a motorized symbol. We could also put in motorcycle recon, or even some armoured car recon. It does take 50 armoured cars. That seems like quite a bit. But some motorcycle recon, we can't actually afford it right now, anyway. But let's go with that. So we're going to create a big deficit of some heavy artillery, yeah, which is expensive as all hell. So the next factories, in fact we might just have to free up some factories to do this with. I'm going to want some heavy artillery, please. Which is this one. Wow, they're expensive. We only need 8 of it per division though. I think we should be okay. Let's just bring the artillery up to the top of the screen. There we go. Yeah, I'd like 4 on there. Looks like we're okay on support equipment right now. Let's reduce support equipment production. Excuse me? Ah, they all went on to fighters. Wait. No, the fighters should be lower. No, there's the fighters. Yeah, fighters should be at the bottom. Give me... Yeah, substantial reduction in support equipment production. Substantial reduction. And... I could tone down HQ production, but I don't want to. I want to get 10,000 so we get the next tier buff. Looks like we're okay on off-road cars. These aren't off-road cars. Or are they? Light more utility vehicles, yeah. Alright, so we're producing 3 a month, but we're short. The tungsten shortage is killing it a bit. Once the production efficiency gets up, that should be a bit better. Definitely going to do a naval invasion of Portugal if we can to get some tungsten going. Or did I say we should just do Sweden? It is rather the more proximate source of tungsten, isn't it? Chromium too. Could always just go to Sweden now, but I did say we go a bit historical. In terms of when we go to war with people, we'll go a bit historical. But then once the war starts, you know, I'm not above declaring war on Switzerland. That's for sure. The idea that having a huge army helps you research land doctrine is interesting to me. You'd need to have an army of at least a certain size, but... I mean... Well, maybe. No, maybe it is right. Okay. Looking pretty good. Just crush in here. Should have no problems against these Republicans. Absolutely decimating them. They've got no supply in this section. Oh, they have a little bit. No? No supply, even there's a victory point here. Interesting. So they've changed that from vanilla then. No surprise there. What are we missing? Ah, right, yes, artillery prime mover. Great name, by the way. To carry around our heavy artillery. That one. Large tractors and track vehicles are moving very heavy equipment such as heavy artillery. Good. Actually, that can stay near the bottom of the list. But like I said, tanks and planes remain at the bottom. In fact, let's move these. Let's bring these prime movers up. I want similar equipment to be next to each other, just so it's just so it's easy to find. So yeah, this prime mover thing. Come up here. Good. And we will decrease... This factory hasn't been on planes for very long. Let's slightly reduce plane production in exchange for some... Actually, we only need as many of these as we need of these. So it looks like that's not a bad balance. else could we put a factory right now? Maybe we could do with one on uniforms. How big's the deficit on... How bad's the deficit on infantry equipment stuff? Not that bad. Oh, God. Okay, infantry guns have a massive deficit. Let's put the infantry guns up next to the other artillery, because it is kind of artillery. Even if it's not kind of classed that way. Yeah, we need a crap ton more infantry gun production. Let's... Garrison equipment could definitely take a factory off there. And then the next two factories we put on will both go to infantry guns. Alright, go up here. Okay, blitzing through these guys. Nice. Great. And more or less, that is the end of Republican Spain. Just some holdouts in the major cities now. Maybe in the Civil War there were serious holdouts in the cities and things, but I thought that wasn't the case. So it seems odd that they've made it like this in their mod, but maybe there were. I thought I watched a video that made it look like there were kind of big sweeping offensives and cities weren't kind of huge stumbling blocks, but I am, of course, often wrong. They're attacking out of their city. That is a very bad idea. How is the production here going? Do we have enough for another? Not quite, but we can start it training. We should cancel these. Not the ones that are almost done, but the ones that aren't almost done, to allow reinforcements to take place. We have 770,000 in the fields. That's a big number. That is Anschlussable. And also memorable, which only takes 11 days. Oh, it gives you claims on Memel and Poznan. Nice. Panzers and airbase. Everything's improved. What's Poznan? Here. So we could just use that to go to war with... We could use that claim to go to war with Poland, but no. I think we'll just seize Memel. There's dockyards in Memel, I believe. So that'll be good. It's 36. In my experience, yeah, look at all these guys with better encryption. Oh no, it's just down men on the front, right? Like if I sent these guys over to France, let's see what I get. Would I get coverage? We got a bit before we have to pick what to do with this thing. Spanish volunteers are not really a concern right now. If we attacked in, still 0 attack. Let's see. No, actually, but not high enough. Let's let him plan, and then we'll have a go at Madrid. Actually, get involved in some of those defences, please, so we can just get some experience in winning defences. Yeah, okay, we can see these guys if we go on the front. Okay, good, good, good. So, man, this soundtrack's so good. Let's get... Could get this. Yeah, let's wait a bit and do this construction thing. We can get some infrastructure speed up, some dockyard output up, that kind of thing. These civilian works are interesting because it's a trade-off. You would lose civilian factories, so or rather you have to spend more on consumer goods, but then it unlocks these things, like this this housing thing. So, for example, you can use this housing one to counterbalance the one here, the debuff geopop here. So that's pretty nice. Naval effort done. It's time. Anschluss. The Anschluss, or union with Austria, is a long-held goal of the German people. Though it is forbidden by the Treaty of Versailles, the time has finally come to bring it about. Good music to accompany this speech. Let us offer the Austrians a chance at sharing our glorious destiny. Yes, please. Look at all those partisans. Let's go deal with them. Do 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 do. We'll go in here and then take you. Easy wins. And tomorrow we shall set up the tech. And there we go. Great. Not ahead of time. No debuffs. Could do... Oh, this isn't ahead of time. I assumed it was. I guess it's 37 as well. Okay, cool. Another 12% cap. It's so good. These are so powerful, these techs. Right, let's do that. Sure. And some retention. And factory repair speed's nice too. Light aircraft factory 4. Even cheaper. Panzer factory 4. Goering's 4-year plan. First year, complete year of the 4-year plan was an economic initiative which Hitler started, involved, amongst other things, reducing unemployment and undertaking public work projects such as the German Autobahn. Start the second year, which is like the same but more intense, looks like. 5588, yeah. Or keep the first year, or no need for it this year. Well, yeah, keep doing it for sure. 8% construction speed for 3% factory output seems perfectly fine. And we're getting these light aircraft buffs, which is making it all the more sensible to build those factories for that. We will want to build some synthetic oil refineries, I think. Although maybe we can just tank the convoy hits that we're importing from Venezuela, I'm not sure. I think we want to let some civilian factories accrue for a little bit here. Seems good. Okay, but sadly that is the end of this episode. In the next one, I imagine the Spanish Civil War will end, and we shall Anschluss Austria very soon now. But until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.